Now we will discuss the types of respiration. But before that, let's understand the difference between photosynthesis and respiration. If you can observe the general reaction of the photosynthesis, 6 CO2 combines with 12 water molecules in the presence of light energy, and in the presence of chlorophyll, glucose molecule is produced, and during this process oxygen is released and also water is also released. Now since light energy is utilized for this process, photosynthesis is an endergonic process because during this reaction light energy is used. And this photosynthesis reaction is an anabolic process. Why it is anabolic? Because small molecules CO2 and water combined to form large molecule which is glucose. Now let's understand what is happening in the respiration. Now during respiration, the glucose molecule which is a product of photosynthesis, if you can observe here, right? So this respiration, during this the glucose molecule is oxidized. So in the presence of 6 oxygen molecules, the glucose molecule is completely broken down to release CO2, water, and during this 686 kilocalories of energy is also released. So since energy is released during this process, respiration is an exergonic process. And during this process, if we can observe, the large molecule glucose is broken down to release small molecules like CO2 and water. Thus, respiration is a catabolic process where the large molecule is broken down to small molecules. Now let's understand the types of respiration. There are two types of respiration. The first one is aerobic respiration and second one is anaerobic respiration. Now let's see what happens in the aerobic respiration. Now during aerobic respiration, the glucose molecule is oxidized in the presence of oxygen. It is completely broken down to release small molecules like CO2 and water. And during this process, 686 kilocalories of energy is released. And out of this energy, few energy is stored in the form of 38 ATPs. So here, during aerobic respiration, the glucose is completely broken down. Now let's understand the anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration, here also the glucose is broken down, but in the absence of oxygen. So in the absence of oxygen, the glucose molecule is broken down to release 2 molecules of ethanol, 2 molecules of CO2, and releasing 56 kilocalories of energy. Now that means a little bit of energy is released here, 56 kilocalories. Out of this energy, few energy is stored in the form of 2 ATP molecules. Now this is an alcoholic fermentation reaction which I have given. So which is anaerobic respiration. Now here what we can find is the glucose molecule is partially broken, not completely broken. It is partially broken, releasing less amount of energy, and that too in the absence of oxygen. Now aerobic respiration, where does it take place? It is common in higher plants. Now anaerobic respiration, where does it take place? It is found in lower organisms like bacteria and yeast. Aerobic respiration is found in higher organisms like plants, higher animals, whereas anaerobic respiration is found in lower organisms like bacteria and yeast. Now, aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Now here, during aerobic respiration, glucose is completely oxidized. Now during anaerobic respiration, glucose is partially oxidized, it's partially broken down. Now here, more energy is released. So during aerobic respiration, more energy is released. whereas during anaerobic respiration less energy is released. Now the end products of aerobic respiration are CO2 and water. The end products of anaerobic respiration are ethyl alcohol or ethanol, and if it is a lactic acid fermentation, then it would be lactic acid would be the end product. We will see the types of anaerobic respiration also, right? So if it is an alcoholic fermentation, then the product would be ethanol. If it is an lactic acid fermentation, the product would be lactic acid, depends, or some other kind of organic acid may also form. Now if you can observe, the ATP which are formed during aerobic respiration are 38 ATP, whereas during anaerobic respiration are 2 ATP. Since more ATP is produced, that is why it is a more efficient process. Since less ATP is produced, so this is a less efficient process. Now aerobic respiration takes place in 4 steps. So this aerobic respiration takes place in 4 steps. The first step is glycolysis, second step is link reaction, third step is Krebs cycle, and fourth step is electron transport chain. Out of these 4 steps, first step takes place in the cytosol of the cell, whereas the remaining 3 steps takes place in the mitochondria of the cell. Now whereas anaerobic respiration takes place in only 2 steps. The first step is glycolysis, which takes place in cytosol, and the second step is fermentation. And I told you there are different types of fermentation. It could be alcoholic fermentation or lactic acid fermentation. So but generally there are 2 steps in the anaerobic respiration, glycolysis, and second step is fermentation. Both these steps takes place in the cytosol of the cell. And what we understood is, whether it is aerobic respiration or whether it is anaerobic respiration, the first step in both of them are common, that is glycolysis. So glycolysis is a common pathway for both aerobic respiration and as well as anaerobic respiration.